Number 11, Ty Learn. Number 24, David Jennings. AP, Connor Cole. Not dressed tonight for the Cambridge Winterhawks. Number 9, Mitch Facey. Number 15, Cameron Pensa. Number 44, Eric Hackmore. Starting goal tonight for the Kitchener Dutchmen, number 1, Mark Williams. Starting goal tonight for the Cambridge Winterhawks, number 1, Lucas Makowski. Officials for tonight's game are as follows. Referee, Mr. T.J. Foster. Referee, Mr. Ben Wilson. Linesman, Mr. GOJHL Bernard. And linesman, Mr. Dustin McCrane.
Welcome to Galt Arena. I'm John Molson. Tonight, Game 7 of the GOJHL Midwestern Conference semifinal as the visiting Kitchener Dutchmen face the hometown Cambridge Winterhawks. The winner of tonight's do-or-die Game 7 will have home ice advantage in the final versus the Stratford Culletons. Kitchener won 2 one-goal games in Games 1 and 2 of the series. Kitchener took Game 3 convincingly, 8-1.
For the singing of the national anthem being sung by Rosalind Urquhart.
Continuing our series recap, Cambridge won Games 4 and 5, squeaking out 4-3 victories. The Dutchmen took Game 6, 3-1, a must-win for Kitchener. So tonight, a must-win for both sides as Kitchener and Cambridge do battle for the right to play for the Cherry Cup in the Midwestern Conference Final. Starting goaltenders for the Kitchener Dutchmen, number 1, Mark Williams. He's won 7 games in the playoffs against 3 losses and 2 overtime losses as Cambridge wins the opening draw. Slapped back in by Matt Papineau as Alex Bodagani picks up the puck behind his own net. The drop pass moving up the far side, down in behind the Kitchener net. Mitch Cleed digging for the puck at the far board by the end line as the puck goes out of play. Mark Williams with a 2 goals against average in the playoffs, a .947 save percentage. Starting goaltender for the Cambridge Winterhawks, number 1, Lucas Machalski. He's won 7 games against 5 losses in the playoffs. a 2.37 goals against average, and a .934 save percentage. Draw in the Kitchener zone from the left circle. Mitch Klee to take the draw. 47 seconds into this first period of play. The Winterhawks dropping the first 2 games of this series. I attended game 1. The Hawks, quite frankly, looked a little flat in game 1 of the series. Chris Taylor and Todd Bannerman out with Mitch Klee to take the draw, Kitchener zone. I said earlier in the series as I was working for Caledonia that Cambridge would need to use their size down in the corner, the size of Taylor and Bannerman. They indeed did that through the middle 3 games. Bannerman and Taylor playing a key part in the Game 5 victory here. Mitch Klee scoring the overtime winner with just over 2 minutes left in the first overtime of Game 5 before Kitchener came back in Game 6 at Kinsman Arena with a 3-1 victory. The Stratford Culletons already in the finals, awaiting the winner of this game. Connor Murphy tying up the game for the Caledonia Corvayers in the 3rd period last night. Just over a minute later, Jared Culleton replied for the Corvayers with a little over 6 minutes to go in the 3rd period. The Culletons upsetting the Corvayers to go to the Midwestern Conference Final. We've had a several-minute delay here. Don't quite understand what this is all about as the referee skates over to the Cambridge bench to have a discussion. Now the Hydros went out on the score clock. Referee now going over to have a discussion with the Kitchener bench. Players to watch for the Winterhawks, as we mentioned, Chris Taylor and Todd Bannerman. Bannerman with 9 points through the 6 games against the Dutchmen. Bannerman averaging just over a point a game, 7 points in 6 games. Cody Gratton and Mitch Klee also players to watch for the Winterhawks. For the Dutchmen, Brett Clampett and Captain Kelly Grant. Clampett with 7 points. Kelly Grant with just under a point a game with 5 points in 6 games. Mark Williams playing a key part for Kitchener, having them gain the series advantage. A loud cheer from the crowd as the sellout crowd applauds the now working time clock. As we have a draw in the Kitchener zone from the left side. Grant losing the draw, Hache off the point left side. The rebound side of the net, Mitch Klee down by the end line as Philip Moser chips the puck in for the Dutchmen down the far side boards. Hache, the pass up the left wing to Kyle Locke. Locke dumping it into the corner, Taylor going down by the end line, skating around the net far side and losing the puck to a Kitchener forward. Locked back behind his own net to pick up the puck for the Winterhawks. The lead pass for Tyler Snyder picked off by Brett Clampett and dumped around the boards near side, coming out the other side down the right side of the boards. Breaking in off the far side, Brandon Pord with a shot bearing down on Williams. Williams kicking out the right pad. Or that was Brennan Pierce on that break, excuse me. Working his way in front of the net is Pierce again, moving around behind the net on the wraparound back to the point, and the shot from the left side of the point by Alex Bodagani, handled and pushed to the corner by Williams. Matt Guild throwing the puck to the neutral zone for the Dutchmen. Grattan looking for the puck far side. Guild with the puck now once again, crossing the red line, and a glove save by Lucas Michalski. Grattan tipping it in on the backhand. The play going for icing. 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the first period of play. No score in Game 7 of the GOJHL Midwestern Conference semifinal between the Kitchener Dutchmen and the Cambridge Winterhawks. Christian Bernard winning the draw, dropping it to the defender. Bodagani behind his own net. Grattan now battling for the puck. Turns it over momentarily before Bodagani picks it up. Bodagani with it once again. The pass to Pagnon, tipped in on the far side and going for an icing at the end line. Tonight's seventh and deciding game of the GOJHL Midwestern Conference Final, brought to you by ARC Pro HD INC. Visit our website for a full list of video services at www.arcprohd.com. Play in behind the net. Pagnon pinned up against the boards, picked up by the Dutchman defender. Lamontag trying to battle for possession of the puck. Thought about a line change, decided differently. Lamontag instead moves to the far side. The shot by Pierce at the far post, kicked aside by Williams, 2 inches off to his right. Clayton Greer trying to clear the zone. Christian Bernard picking up the puck and throwing it out of play at the end board far side. Face off left circle, Hudson Michaelis. Michaelis wins the draw opposite Kobayashi, but when he dropped it to the far side, a Kitchener defender was there to pick it up. Papineau in behind his own net, down the near side to Hammerl. Michaelis with a head of steam looks to pick it off at the right side of the Kitchener line. A big hit down in the corner by Aaron Dugan. Dugan now chasing after the puck in behind the Kitchener net. Smith throwing it out the far side, hammered right back in by Kobayashi. Guido, opposite side from the left, Coupland, and Dugan at the side of the net, near side. Can't control the pass. Down in the corner now, the centering pass. Copeland moving off the point, gets his own rebound, chips it back to the corner, looking for Chris Taylor. Mitch Cleve banking it hard off the far sideboards. Taylor around the net, the centering pass taken away by Chris Eckert, who dumps it in and goes off on a line change. Taylor down the near boards, taken away by Jesse Young. Young digging it out. Bannerman looking for it at the far side boards. Matt Papineau now looking to move around the defender, Dylan Decker. Decker able to stand him up, and Cambridge moving the puck through the neutral zone. Hache behind his own net, falls down on the play, directly behind the net, slid out to the left side in the far corner. A whistle going on the play. Thought that might draw the game's first penalty, but no indication as of yet. Brennan Pierce winning the draw, dropping it to the defender. Cambridge throwing the puck back out to the neutral zone. Matt Guild looking to pick it up. Tyler Snyder drops it for Cody Gratton. Gratton with the quick wrist shot. The save by Williams. Pierce getting the rebound off the opposite side, and Mark Williams having to make a big glove save to keep this game scoreless. Face-off left circle, Kitchener zone. Cambridge winning it. Gratton battling for it, dropping it to the point, and Bodagani hammering the puck in behind the Kitchener net. Keegan Calder, the pass up near corner. Brett Clampett looking for it. The Kitchener leading scorer with 7 points through the 6 games against the Winterhawks. Pierce trying to get it out at the right side of his own line. Here's a shot now from the right by Logan Smith, the Kitchener defender, as Brett Clampett and Cody Gratton exchange a few minor fists inside the Cambridge blue line. Tonight's Game 7 of the GOJHL semifinal brought to you by Arc Pro HD Incorporated. Visit our website for a full list of video services at www.arcprohd.com. The shot from the left by Clayton Greer hitting the end boards, going all the way out the far side as Lawrence Pagnon and a Kitchener defender battle at the far side of the Cambridge blue line. Dumped back in by the Winterhawks, picked up by Greer skating out the far side. Turned over, and Bernard, the pass looking back door for Lawrence Pagnon. Pagnon unable to get a stick on it at the post on the near side. Greer skating over the Cambridge line, and a save in the midsection by Lucas Michalski. 12:59 to go, first period of play. No score between the Winterhawks and the Kitchener Dutchmen. The Winterhawks, or the winner of this series, excuse me, to face the Stratford Culletons. The Culletons upsetting the Caledonia Corvayers in 6 games, winning 3-2 at Allman Arena on Friday night to take the series and go to the Midwestern Conference quarterfinals. Several players sticking at the puck, throwing high sticks at it behind the net before the Winterhawks pick it up. Dugan the pass through the neutral zone to Hudson Michaelis. Michalski sticking it to the neutral zone. Michaelis back to the attack inside the Kitchener line at the far side. Kitchener intercepting and trying to move out past their own blue line. Papineau, a hard hit on Brennan Pierce. That'll get them from outside their own line. Falling on the play is Harrison Scarfone as Pierce falls over top of him. Scarphone apparently okay as he gets up and skates to the bench. Centering pass by Bannerman, hitting a skate, going back in the corner. The puck now on the far side. Back in the neutral zone as Plord, his flip pass. Picked off by a Kitchener defender. Bodegani racing down for the Hawks to take the puck away from Brett Clampett. Puck on the near boards now. Bodegani by the red line. The shot high up over top the net, hitting the glass and nearly bouncing back on the net for Williams. Bannerman may have hit a piece of the crossbar from the near side. Bannerman shot just up over the net. .11:07 to go, first period of play at sold-out Galt Arena. Kitchener winning the draw, the drop to Greer out the other side to Moser. Matt Papineau picking it up at the Cambridge blue line. Andrew Copeland turning around to flip behind the net. Anthony Guido picking it up, passing it up through the neutral zone on the near boards to Tyler Snyder. Snyder now tied up on the near line. Has the puck taken away by Bursey. Papineau out past the red line, cut off by Cody Grattan, turning around. The pass up the near board to Snyder, avoids a defender, goes down into the corner, back to the right side of the point, looking for Guido, and picked off by Jordan Delorier, now crossing the left side of the Cambridge blue line. Snyder right back with it for the Hawks, speeding up through the neutral zone and down into the Kitchener end. The pass to Hoffman, flipped in, but the puck going out of play on the near boards. Under 10 minutes to play, first period of play. No score in Game 7 between Kitchener and Cambridge. Brought to you by Arc Pro HD Incorporated. Visit our website for a full list of services. The puck deflecting up into the face of Jordan Delorier. Decker from center, the flip pass down the near boards. Christian Bernard giving chase before the whistle goes.
Sponsored by Awesome Pizza on Pine Ridge Road in Dundas Street. And fans in the Cambridge Warehouse and rally towels in the lobby until the end of the first intermission. They're only $3 each.
Face off by the Kitchener blue line. Michaelis winning the draw, throwing it down into the corner near side. Bodegani moving off the point, looking for a shot at the left side. Michaelis down on his own half of the red line, dumped right back in by Jordan Delorier before he goes off on a line change. Floored out the far side, down through the neutral zone, taken away by a Kitchener defender. Clampett at center, Greer dumping it in on the flip pass, picked up by Bodegani 2 inches off the near side of the net. Bodegani nearly with a giveaway. Keegan Calder momentarily with a wide open shot at the open side at the near side post. On the giveaway by Bodegani, but he wasn't able to get enough wood on it to get the opening Kitchener goal. Clampett and Guido slap at the puck at the same time, so the puck ends up out of play on the near boards toward the neutral zone. Bernard winning the draw, dumping it in off the left wing as Lawrence Pagnon. Chipping it out of the zone on the high shot off the glass is John Devo before the puck goes into Cambridge territory and out the other side for an icing. Klee to take the draw, right circle against Dylan Bursey. Klee winning the draw back to the point. Guido the shot, Klee down in the corner looking for it, trying to chip it out of his own territory is Philip Moser. Klee trying to clear it back in. It hits the boards at the far side and ends up out of play. A face-off outside the line, beside the Cambridge blue line. Cambridge winning the draw, back to Guido, out the far side and back to Guido. Taylor through the neutral zone looking for Klee. Bannerman with a wide open shot on the far side. Mark Williams having to come up big. Justin Papineau picking it up for the Dutchmen. Play out the far side. Bannerman tied up on the boards. Moser intercepting it behind the net on the wraparound, going out the far side. No one in front for the Dutchman. Taylor passes to Klee, who flips it in off the end boards. Picked up by Kitchener now, flipped right out through the neutral zone. Dugan slaps at it before we have a whistle on the play. Face-off beside the Cambridge blue line. Hudson Michaelis to take the draw. He wins it, slaps it back to his defender. Lock over to Hache, up through the neutral zone to Snyder. The weak pass down the near side, sticked around the boards by Williams, but kept in off the right side by Michaelis. Snyder trying for a rebound right in the slot. So Mark Williams coming up with a few big saves here in the first. The game still scoreless. I'd say so far Cambridge having the majority of the good scoring chances. Face off left side. Lamontague wins the draw back to the point. Hache missing the pass. Michalski has to come out of his net to play the puck. Pagnon at the far side, digging and digging is Delorier, still digging is Delorier. Pagnon trying to pin it up against the boards. The scrum takes several seconds. Cambridge comes away with it. Cody Grattan fanning on the shot, moving through the slot area toward the right side. Locke trying to glove it down, and over the left side of the Cambridge blue line, coming the other way now, is Dylan Bursey. Centering pass, Grattan trying to pick it off. Plord does so. The lead pass to Grattan all the way down. Grattan missing the pass, and the play going for icing. 6:10 to go, first period of play, game 7. GOJHL Midwestern Conference semifinal. The winner of this game will go on to face the Stratford Culletons with home ice advantage in the series for the right to hoist the Cherry Cup. Net off the moorings for the Winterhawks. Net off for at least 5 seconds, nobody noticing. The referee standing right off to the side of the net must have been looking at something else. Ford against Clampett on the draw off to the left glove side of Michalski. Clampett winning the draw, pushing it to the left wing. The shot Cambridge gathering it in, going the other way through the neutral zone. The shot by Snyder, picked up by Keegan Calder, heading down the left wing, cut off by Brennan Pierce. The backhand pass chipped off the sideboards. Snyder picking it up, moving over the left side. The backhand by Plord taken away by Clayton Greer, and the long flip pass hitting the end boards in the far corner. Pierce by his own blue line, backhanding it off the boards, picked up by Calder. Calder inside his own blue line, skating up past center. The drop pass to clamp it off the left wing. The shot off the right shoulder of Michalski. Snyder once again moving through the neutral zone, thinking better of chasing after the puck and instead going off on a line change. A fresh set of legs for the Winterhawks. Bannerman and Taylor on for the Hawks. The drop pass by Bannerman out the far side by the end line is Mitch Klee. Picked up by the Dutchmen, throwing back to the neutral zone. Coupland back to the defender Guido and tipped in by Taylor. Picked up by Jesse Young, throws it around the horseshoe. Picked up by the Dutchman, intercepted by Taylor. Moving back across the red line, the shot hitting the defender and trickling off into the near corner. Taylor getting the rebound down in behind the net. Taylor coming out the near side, picked up by the Cambridge defender and cleared out through everyone. Copeland back behind his own net to pick up the puck for the Winterhawks. Off the boards, the backhand by Michaelis, thrown right back in by the Dutchman. Michaelis over the blue line, the shot off the right shoulder stick side of Mark Williams. 3:38 to go, first period of play, no score in the crucial Game 7, crucial and deciding game. Winterhawks and Kitchener Dutchmen, the winner to face the Stratford Culletons for the right to play for the Cherry Cup. Puck deflecting out of play near side. Face off in the Cambridge zone. Delorier to face off against Christian Bernard from the left circle. Delorier winning the draw. Clayton Greer, unable to keep it on side at the left. Lamontague back to pick it up for the Winterhawks. Hache far side, moving up over the red line, flips the shot in, down the side boards. Williams playing it around the near corner. Hoffman, the slide pass into the slot. Lamontague looking to cut off the Kitchener forward. Delorier driving to the net. And Michalski having to go down to make a big save. Under 3 to go now, first period of play. This game brought to you by ArcPro HD INC. Visit our website for a full list of video services at www.arcprohd.com. Smith slapping it back in off the right side. The Kitchener forward, Hammerl, moving down the half wall to pick up the puck. Cambridge once again regaining possession. Bodagani up the far wall to Bannerman. Bannerman now giving chase in behind the Kitchener net. Bannerman digging and digging with Young. The Dutchman grabbing possession of the puck. Taylor back through the neutral zone, hitting Plord. Here's a possible giveaway as Plord hits Hammerl from behind. I'm surprised there was no call on Plord there. Taylor up through the neutral zone. Now forechecking at the Kitchener blue line. Bannerman inside his own line, banking it off the board far side, throwing back in by the Dutchman. With under 2 minutes to play now in game number 7, no score between the Dutchmen and Winterhawks. Pierce over the right side of the line, taken away by the Dutchmen. Up to the Cambridge line, offside. Matt Guild moving over to the left of Brett Clampett, moving in offside at the Cambridge blue line. So we'll have a face-off from the neutral zone just in front of the Cambridge blue line. Calder winning the draw, dropping it down the right wing. Around the boards are the Hawks. Hammerl looking for a far side, or that was Brett Clampett, excuse me. Turned over, tipped in by Guild. Guild with a nice chance. A soft touch at the front of the net, but it went just over the net, 3 inches over the crossbar. The whistle goes. Just over a minute to go, first period of play now. Calder and Grattan to face off at the opposite side neutral zone now. Kitchener winning it, and Greer throwing a long high pass to the far side. Greer cutting off the pass back to neutral ice to Guild. Guido forechecking, looking to force a turnover. Guild through the neutral zone, hitting the back of Cody Grattan. Snyder back the other way, the cross ice feed, the shot by Bodagani into the near side corner. Digging on the board far side, Grattan at the right, the turnaround slapper into the near corner. Pierce picks it up down to the right side of the blue line to Locke. The centering pass looking for Snyder and backhanded out by Clayton Greer. Calder picking it up at the red line, the pass down the right wing. Losing possession of the puck, Kyle Locke picking it up behind his own net. Slap back in by Snyder, moving out the far side. Pagnon turning around, now down by the end line as the whistle goes. So no score after the first period of the GOJHL semifinal, game number 7 between the Winterhawks and the Kitchener Dutchmen. The Dutchmen coming up with a big win in game 6, 3-1 at Kinsman Arena. The Winterhawks winning game 5 on the Mitch Klee goal in overtime. So we head to game 7, the winner to face the Stratford Culletons at the end of the first period of play. It's the Cambridge Winterhawks, no score, and the Kitchener Dutchmen, also no score. From their dressing rooms to start the second period. No score after one period in the GOJHL semifinal. It's do or die for both of these teams. Game number 7. The Dutchmen winning the first 2 games of this series before Cambridge came back in game 3, crushing the Dutchmen 8-1. The Winterhawks moving ahead on the strength of 2 4-3 victories before the Dutchmen tied the series on Thursday night at Kinsman Arena with a 3-1 victory. Klee to take the draw, Dylan Bursey winning the draw for the Dutchmen. Up the near boards, Bannerman looking for the puck through the neutral zone. Klee picks it up, the pass to Taylor at the far side of the blue line, rims around the wall and out the near side. In behind the net, Taylor, the centering pass, picked off. Williams having to be quick with a right pad. Guido with a slap shot off the right side of the blue line. Approximately the same spot, the puck going out of play on the near board. Face off in the Kitchener zone from the left circle. Lamontag wins the draw. Pagnon in behind him to pick up the puck, throws it to the corner of the puck. Now in the near corner by the end line. Throwing back around the wall out the far side. The puck landing out of play on the pass through the neutral zone. Lamontag to take the draw by his own blue line, wins the draw, the slap pass picked up by Scarfone of the Kitchener Dutchmen. Here's a turnover, Scarfone moving up too far. Christian Bernard off the shot on the far side. Scarfone turning it over by his own blue line. And the Cambridge Winterhawks jump out on top 1 minute and 9 seconds into the second period of play and lead Game 7 of the GOJHL semifinal 1-0. I believe that goal by Bernard was unassisted. Thrown in by Pierce into the near corner. Pache at the side wall throws it in behind the net. And Williams having to cover up in the blue paint before the Winterhawks can extend the lead. Cambridge winning the draw, banking it off the end boards, picked up by the Dutchmen. Grant through the neutral zone, losing possession to Kyle Locke, now skating out the far side. Williams taking the puck, throwing it around the far side. Intercepted by Grattan, the pass to Hache up by the red line. Passes back to Grattan off his skate, but Pierce able to move it into the zone off the left side. The hard slap shot, narrowly missing the Kitchener net and going into the far corner. Play on the near boards now. The wrister by Pierce into the glove of Williams, off to the far post. 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the second period of play. The Cambridge Winterhawks with a 1-0 lead on the Christian Bernard goal off the turnover inside the Kitchener blue line. Back behind the net, Jesse Young out the far side, banking the puck off the glass. Bannerman for the Winterhawks, throwing it right back in. The pass around the boards comes back into the neutral zone. Bodagani tries to backhand it in, but the whistle goes. This Game 7 of the GOJHL semi-final, the winner to face the Stratford Culletons for the Cherry Cup, brought to you by Arc Pro HD Incorporated. Visit our website for a full list of video services. Play back over the Kitchener blue line. Klee moving it over the right side. Plord and Bannerman trying to keep the puck in the Kitchener zone. Williams flips it around the net to his defender, Young. Backhanded back through the neutral zone, picked up by Bodagani. The lead pass to Taylor. Chip back into Cambridge territory by Kobayashi before he goes on a line change. Taylor at the half wall looking for possession, drops it for Bodegani. Hammerl trying to body him off the puck. Klee, the cross ice pass to Taylor. Taylor moving over the right side of the blue line, has it taken away by Young. The back pass behind the net to the Kitchener defender through the neutral zone. Clampett trying to dig it out of his skates. Dugan gets it, cross ice to Guido into the neutral zone. Michaelis moving over the right side, trying to center for Dugan. The pass hitting a Dutchman player going back into the neutral zone and shot back in by Andrew Copeland. Guido through the neutral zone, avoiding the forecheck of Matt Guild. Delorier with it, falls down. Michaelis on a break, but Lamontagne off to his left, in on the offside, so the whistle goes. Here comes the first penalty of the game, a slashing call. We saw no penalties in the first as Kitchener goes to their first power play. Kitchener winning the draw, but it bounces off of Cody Grattan. Kitchener back in their own zone to pick it up. Clamp it through the neutral zone over the left. Calder, excuse me, moving into the slot, tailing off to the far side of the slot. Shot by Kelly Grant, the Kitchener captain. Delorier looking for a rebound, side of the net, far side. Calder turning around. Decker hitting his man in the corner. Calder moving out front. The shot from the left. And Michalski making a big save off the point shot. Kelly Grant off the left side, trying to tie the score for the Dutchmen. Kitchener on the power play at 20.6%. That's 9th in the league through the playoffs. Cambridge at 81.8% on the penalty kill. That puts them in 15th. Draw won by the Dutchies. Mosey on the far boards. Grabbed by Guido, who deflects it off the glass and out of play on the far side. Face off by the Cambridge blue line. Game 7 brought to you by ArcPro HD Incorporated. Visit our website for a full list of video services. Clayton Greer crossing the Cambridge blue line at the right side, down into the corner. Copeland backhands all the way down the far wall, kept in by Kitchener. 45 seconds left to go in their power play. The fake shot, cross ice, some tic-tac-toe passing, partially blocked by Bernard and still can't get it out. Calder out the far side, back to the left, down the half wall, over to Greer. Cross ice shot. Michalski coming up big. Cambridge unable to even touch the puck here. Kitchener with some wonderful passing as they try to tie the game. Tyler Snyder finally swatting the puck into the neutral zone. Grant over the left side of the line, turning around at the far wall. Down to the half side on the far boards. Guido picking it up inside his own line now. His lead pass. Young picking it off at center, and apparently a penalty coming here to the Kitchener Dutchmen as the crowd applauds. Brett Clampett to the box. Kitchener's leading scorer. So the Cambridge Winterhawks to their first power play at 16.7%. That's 13 through the playoffs. The shot into the near corner by Grattan. Hache back on the left, the puck in behind the net now. Bannerman, the short pass. Bannerman gets it back. The wraparound. Williams gets his pad down for the Kitchener Dutchmen. Lead pass far side. Klee looking into the slot. Taylor standing there. Bannerman back to the point. Back to Bannerman. Over to the left. The shot by Hache. 3 inches wide of the net on the far side. Rolling all the way down the boards far side and back into the Cambridge zone. Grattan crossing the blue line, moving around the defender. Klee turning around, back to the blue line. The fake shot by Hache over to the right to Grattan. The shot, the rebound, open for a second, side of the net, near post was Mitch Klee, but Kitchener able to clear. Both teams go off on a line change. Here's a far lead pass. Brennan Pierce now inside the Kitchener line, far side. Lamontagne down in behind the net, battling at the near side boards for the puck. Grattan slaps at it now with possession in the neutral zone. Pass up to center ice to Hache. Up to Bernard, left side, moves down the half wall to Lamontagne. Turns around, Grattan, the shot through traffic, hitting the right shoulder of Mark Williams and deflecting off into the corner far side. Lamontagne down the wall, back to Lamontagne. The slap shot off the end boards, 2 inches past the post on the near side. Pierce backhanding it in off the stick of Clayton Greer. Pierce in the corner. Clampett able to come out of the box for the Dutchman. Now moving through the neutral zone. Down on the near side, pinned up against the boards by Snyder. The whistle goes.
Take a look at the number on it. Last 4 digits.
And a penalty coming up to the Winterhawks. Looks like slashing to Max Lamontagne.
The second one is 2946. 2946. 2954 is going to be an Arby's combo. 2946 and AWT combo. So 2954,
1 minute, 23 seconds to the midway point of this game. The Winterhawks on top on the goal by Christian Bernard. The turnover inside the Kitchener blue line, and Bernard blasted a shot from the far side, assisted by Lawrence Pagnon with 1:09 left in the first to put the Winterhawks on top as we approach the midway point of Game 7. Clampett through the neutral zone. With a head of speed goes Clayton Greer right through the neutral zone. They turn it over. Klee the shot off the end boards. Klee doing a good job of moving in short-handed before going to the Cambridge bench. Grant back to the attack, his pass through the neutral zone. The shot and a big kick save by Michalski with the left pad. Getting the left pad down at the last minute on Captain Kelly Grant. Draw right circle, Kobayashi wins it. Kitchener able to grab possession, throw it all the way around the far boards. Pagnon giving chase. Grant behind the net, standing out to the far side, skates through the slot up by his own blue line. The pass down the right wing to Kobayashi, kept on side by Grant, and a late offside on the play. The drop pass to Grant Grant was a full 2 strides off the blue line before the referee blew the whistle. Grant was looking to move in and score the tying goal for the Dutchmen. Slapped in by Devo out and around the far side. Puck now on the near wall. Bernard gets the puck out for the Winterhawks, touched up by John Devo. Devo down the sideboard. Pierce picks it off. Pierce down the half wall, can't find a pass, so goes back to the defender, Bodagani. Hache with a slap shot hitting the end boards out the far side. Pierce still in the zone. The slapper off of Jesse Young and off into the near corner. Devo behind the net, far side, out past the blue line. Clampett chips it in for the Dutchman at center. Pierce picking it up at the near board. Scarphone cutting off a Kitchener player. A turnover here. The shot by Matt Guild. And Lucas Michalski having to come up with a save in the glove to keep his shutout intact with 9 minutes to go in the second.
So 2-9-6-3 and 2-9-4-0.
And Michalski having words, and as a result, Brett Clampett will go to the penalty box. The Cambridge Winterhawks to their second power play. The Kitchener trainer out to look at Brennan Pierce. Pierce looks to be a little gimpy off the left side, but he seems to be okay. Face off in the Cambridge zone to the left of Lucas Michalski. Kobayashi to take the draw. Klee in there for the Winterhawks. Klee winning the draw, dropping it back for the defender Guido. Cambridge coming up with possession on the far wall. Taylor into Bannerman, crossing the line, looking for Klee down in the corner. Klee turning around. Bannerman now hit up against the boards, his back turned to the back of the board. Kitchener coming away with possession, turning it over. Taylor right back. A shot wide to the near side. Copeland clearing it in. Taylor giving chase. Guido moving up off the blue line, and Copeland back in his own zone to pick up the puck for the Winterhawks. Bursey flipping a backhand in. Sticked aside by Michalski, throws it to his defender, Copeland. Copeland, the lead pass to Klee. Klee dumping it down on the far side end board. Moser stopping the puck in the neutral zone. A lead pass cross ice all the way down by the Cambridge blue line to Dylan Bursey. Bursey missing the pass, and the puck going in to Cambridge territory for an icing and a face-off in the Kitchener zone. Lamontague to take the draw from the left circle, wins the draw, but Devo takes it instead for the Dutchman. Bernard checked on the far sidewall, Devo coming up with possession. The pass to Moser through the neutral zone, picked up by Lamontagne in front of his own net. Lamontagne down the near side boards. Bernard missing the pass. It's taken away by Scarfone. Scarfone, the pass to the far side boards. Kelly Grant dumping it in for the Dutchmen before Michalski brings it around the near side boards, giving Cambridge a break. Bernard stops, he shoots, and a pad save, cutting the angle at the near post by Mark Williams. The puck squirting out to Lamontagne at the left side. Lamontagne's shot ending up out of play. Under 7 minutes to go now. GOJHL semi-final, game number 7. The Winterhawks on top on the strength of the Christian Bernard goal with 1:09 to go in the first. This presentation brought to you by ArcPro HD INC. Visit our website for a full list of video services, www.arcprohd.com. Dugan down the far wall, Grattan in behind the defense. The shot and the high wrist shot ending up out of play on the near side.
2905 and 2937. 2916 is going to win a lot of a cheese pizza. 2905, it gets a whole gift certificate. And 2937, Swiss Chalet pork chicken dinner. So 2916, 2905, and 2937. Please go to guest services on the second.
Klee to take the draw opposite Calder right circle. Klee winning the draw back to the point. The shot, Bodagani's shot hitting a Cambridge forward in front. Rebound in front of the net. Taylor looking for Bannerman. Side of the net, far post. Bannerman nearly putting in the second Cambridge goal, trying to double the Winterhawks lead. But Williams able to make a nice stand-up save to keep the deficit at 1 for the Dutchmen. A hit down in the corner draws a rise out of the crowd. From my vantage point, not a hit that I could see. I'm blocked out by several of those fans down by the near side glass as a shot, the backhand shot by Keegan Calder, gloved aside by Michalski. The Stratford Culletons already in the GOJHL Midwestern Conference Final on the strength of their 3-2 victory, upsetting the #1 seed Caledonia Corvayers last night at Allman Arena on home ice, winning the last 2 games of that series by the scores of 3-2. Shane O'Brien, a key for the Culletons at the beginning of that series. O'Brien was 7 points through the first 2 games of the series against Caledonia. Hamroll down around the end wall, the puck squirting out the near side, picked up by Pierce, moving across the neutral zone. The pass looking for Grattan in the slot, can't get a stick on it. Dugan shoots off the other side. Kitchener trying to pick up the puck and clear their own line. Copeland in behind his own line, flips it up the far wall. Snyder moving out by his own blue line far side. The pass to Pierce. Pierce's shot from inside the right circle, handled in the midsection by Mark Williams. Face-off, right circle, won by Bernard. Throws it to the right boards, but picked up by Kitchener as they leave the zone. The puck now in the neutral zone. Decker, the pass in and around the far side, out to Bernard. Hache trapped on the boards, gets the pass away anyway to Lamontague. Out to Bernard, far side at the end line. Lamontague, the flip shot near side. Decker moving in off the point, off the right. And Williams covering up at his far post. Under 5 to go now. Second period of play. Game 7. GOJHL Midwestern Conference semifinal. Brought to you by Arc Pro HD Incorporated. Visit our site for a full list of services. www.arcprohd.com. Taylor to take the draw, right circle. Some confusion here as Bannerman will take the draw for the Hawks instead. Bannerman dropping for Klee, went back to Bannerman. Bannerman muffing on the shot. And Kitchener picking it up in their own zone. Hache going down to one knee to clear the puck. Klee over the left side of the blue line. The lead pass for Bannerman. Bannerman can't handle that pass. And Williams holds on to the puck for a face-off. Face-off left side. Klee wins the draw, forces it off to the left wing looking for Taylor. Taylor missing the pass. Kitchener clearing around the far side. They pick it up on the half wall now. Clampett goes all the way out the other side looking for Jesse Young. Chris Taylor gloving it down for the Hawks. Bannerman pinned up against the wall out past the end line. Grabs the puck anyway, twisting and turning, trying to get away from the Kitchener forward. The shot by Bodegani partially blocked as Clampett moves back up the neutral zone through the right side of the Cambridge blue line. He's now trapped down on the far corner. He gets the draw pass back to Young at the right side of the blue line, and the wrist shot by Young handled in the glove by Lucas Michalski. Face off right circle, Bursey winning the draw. Tossing a hard shot to the near side of the net, hit the end wall, the puck coming out the other side. Bursey turning around back in behind the net. Guido pinning his man up against the boards in Cambridge territory. Centering pass by the Dutchman. Grattan intercepts, goes the other way, crosses the center ice red line, and flips a pass off the boards on the far side. Scarfone throwing the puck back to neutral ice. Copeland tossing it right back in. Down the far wall, Copeland from the right. The wrist shot 2 inches off the ice. Pearson Grattan in front of the net looking for rebounds, but Williams able to hang on. Bernard to take the draw, right circle opposite Kobayashi. Bernard winning the draw, forcing it to the far corner beyond the end line. Bodegani tries to move up, loses possession of the puck, and the Dutchman back on a 3-on-2 shot by Hammerl, partially blocked. The lead pass from Bernard to Lamontague, looking to Spring Lamontag free. Lamontag chipping it in, turning around after that missed lead pass, trying to chip it in to the Kitchener end. 2:12 to go. The Winterhawks on top on the strength of the first period goal by Christian Bernard. The assist to Lawrence Pagnon with 1:09 to go in the first period. Pagnon now trying to dig it out of the zone. Off to the near post is number 27, Tyler Hoffman. Keep wanting to call him Dustin. Lamontag moving over the right side of the Dutchman line, throwing the shot in around the boards. Pagnon grabbing the rebound, the weak shot in, covered up with the glove by Williams. Klee winning the draw, back to the point, left side now, shot by Copeland, wide of the net, down the half wall, back to Copeland, looking for Bannerman out the back door, but the puck hits the end boards, deflecting all the way back out to the Cambridge blue line. Taylor side of the net, the short pass to Bannerman. Bannerman at the backhand, can't get it away and ends up on the far corner. Jesse Young to pick it up for the Dutchmen, thrown right back in by Mitch Klee, but it deflects off the boards and out of play. 1:15 to go, second period of play. Game 7, GOJHL semifinal. The Cambridge Winterhawks with a 1-0 lead, trying to win on home ice and gain home ice advantage for the final series against the Culletons.
The last minute of play of the second period.
Snyder through the neutral zone, off the pass by Pierce, down into the corner near side. Bodegani at the blue line, loses it to Brett Clampett. Clampett now trying to pick up the puck at the center ice red line. Calder drops for the defender, intercepted by Snyder. The wrist shot through traffic. Williams having problems seeing that one, but able to get a glove on it at the far post. Klee winning the draw, back to Taylor, who drops for Copeland, in behind the net to Klee's side of the net. Williams keeping his stick on the post, trying to avoid the wraparound and the centering pass at the same time. Turned over, the quick shot by Taylor off the draw pass by Bannerman. Taylor finding himself in the clear in the right face-off circle, open for a clear shot, or an open shot rather. Williams cutting the angle, making another big save. I'd say the Winterhawks have had the majority of the good scoring chances throughout the first two periods. The buzzer about to go here. Bursey with a chance for one last shot. He's unable to get it away. So no scoring in the second period. The lone goal by Christian Bernard with 1:09 to go in the first. At the second intermission of the GOJHL semi-final, winner to face the Stratford Culletons. This presentation brought to you by Arc Pro HD INC. At the second intermission, it's the Cambridge Winterhawks 1 and the Kitchener Dutchmen no score.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, so here we go. This is it. The final period of the GOJHL semifinal between the Cambridge Winterhawks and the Kitchener Dutchmen. Unless, of course, we head to overtime. The only goal of this game scored by Christian Bernard off the turnover inside the Kitchener blue line. Bernard with a hard slap shot off the right side, beating Mark Williams with 1:09 left in the first. The Winterhawks clinging to a one-goal lead going into the third. No scoring in the second. Game 7 of this GOJHL semifinal, brought to you by Arc Pro HD INC. Visit our website for a full list of our video services. That's www.arcprohd.com. A little bit of a delay here. We have several lights on the left side. The lights closest to our camera position that have yet to be turned on. Every other light on the left side, with the exception of the two dim lights in the center. Here comes one up. The one center light starting to come up. So unlike the Super Bowl, folks, it doesn't look like we're experiencing a power outage as Mitch Clee skates over to the red line. The puck sitting directly at center ice. Oh, I see some lights a little bit dim on the far side, dim as well, so the two teams have to sit and wait, as does our broadcast team. Captain Kelly Grant with 5 points in the 6 games against the Winterhawks, so the Winterhawks will have to shut him down in this third period. Cody Gratton, the leading scorer for the Winterhawks through the 6 games, with 9 points in the 6 games against Kitchener. So the Dutchmen will want to keep an eye on him in this third period to prevent Cambridge from doubling their lead. Any goal for Cambridge here would be big. The Dutchmen need to work hard at tying this game, as I'd say the majority of the good scoring chances through tonight's Game 7 have gone to the Cambridge Winterhawks. The lights finally up to full strength. Mitch Clee and Dylan Bursey to the red line to take the opening draw of the third. Bursey winning the draw and throwing it in at the right side. Copeland back to pick up the puck for the Winterhawks. The draw pass in behind the net for Clee. Kitchener trying to pick it off from below the end line. Copeland, the pass out the sideboards The shot down the boards by Michaelis, picked off by John Devo. Or that was Bannerman, excuse me. Todd Bannerman throwing it down the far side boards. Guido out the far boards, stopped at the right side of the line. The shot by Jesse Young hitting the glass on the far side, going out through the neutral zone. Throwing back in by Dylan Bursey as he goes off on a line change. Copeland skating it up past his own blue line over center. Mark Williams out to handle the puck for the Dutchmen. Lead pass for Grant through the neutral zone, loses possession momentarily. Clamp it onside at the Cambridge blue line left side. Snyder takes it away, walking through the neutral zone. Grattan touches it now. Grant backhands it back in. Hache back for the Hawks in behind his own blue line. Cross ice feed from Pierce, hits the near glass, goes all the way across the far side. Grattan can't handle the pass. Clamp it right back to the attack for the Dutchmen. Taken away. Snyder down the far wing. Inside the left of the Kitchener blue line as Brennan Pierce crashes in to the post on the near side. The net knocked off its moorings and a face-off in the Kitchener zone. Lamontagne to take the draw, left circle. Delorier winning the draw, throwing it behind his own net, turning it over through neutral ice as the Hawks. And Delorier back the other way, missing the pass for an open shot at the right circle. Centering pass, the shot by Devo. The pass going through Matt Guild, ending up on the left side of the blue line. Devo with the slap shot and the glove save by Michalski.
435-765. Come to the announcer's booth to collect your prize on the second level. 435-765.
Delorier to take the draw. Grattan opposite of him. Grattan wins the draw, drops it to Copeland. Copeland skating out the far side. Hammerl tries to nail him through the neutral zone. Knocked off the puck. Devo picks it up inside his own line, back across ice. Dumped in by Jesse Young, and the whistle goes. Face-off in the Kitchener zone. 2 minutes, 29 seconds into the third. Christian Bernard with the lone goal of this game with 1:09 to go in the first. Cambridge winning the draw down into the corner. The puck squirts in behind the net now. Young picking it up. Goes in front of the net to Calder, down the left to Guild, breaking in as Hammerl. The save by Michalski. Doesn't know where it is. A little bit of a rebound came out to the near side, but the whistle had already gone. Game 7 of the semifinal GOJHL Midwestern Conference, brought to you by ARC Pro HD INC. Visit our website for a full list of services. Hache behind the net, through the neutral zone, looking for Snyder. Snyder can't handle the pass. Williams throwing the puck around the far side for the Dutchman. Pierce stopping it at that far board, ringing it around the wall out the near side. Decker down in behind the net. Grattan near corner, down beyond the end line, turns around, wrestles with Greer. Greer coming away with the puck, skating out by his own blue line. The lead pass out the far side, the centering pass. Greer missing a wide open shot, getting around the defender. 2 inches wide. Grattan going the other way. So the two teams moving end to end now. Grattan nearly turning it over, getting it back. Here's another turnover. Snyder, Grattan side of the net, far side, down by the end line. Backhands it back in behind the net, out the near side, picked up by Kitchener. A hard hit by Pagnon on Harrison's Scarphone as the whistle goes. www.arcprohd.com. That's where you can visit us to see a full list of our video services. Lamontague shot, hits Clampett, ends up in the near corner. Clampett grabbing the puck, skating over the red line, avoiding Bernard. The centering pass for Greer ends up back in the near corner. Pagnon takes it away, his pass to the near corner. Lamontague leaves it, goes all the way out the far side to Pagnon, pinned up against the boards by Greer. Two players aside, looking for the puck now. Cambridge can't pin it on the boards, so Greer picks it up, or that's Kelly Grant, excuse me. Goes cross ice for Greer. Greer through the neutral zone to Calder, loses it to Locke. Locke the short pass down the right wing to Bernard. Cut off by Young down inside his own blue line. Excuse me, Michaelis backhanding it in. Greer over the Cambridge line, left side, going to Grant in the slot, and they score! Kelly Grant getting behind the defense. There were some defenders in front of him, but managed to find some open space in behind the Cambridge forward line, getting an open shot, beating Michalski to the opening side, and on the goal by Kelly Grant. The Kitchener Dutchmen have tied Game 7, 5 minutes and 17 seconds in. Draw one by the Hawks. Clee down the boards to Bannerman, in the corner to clear. Clampett and Greer drawing assists on the play at 5:17. 4 players down looking for the puck at the end line. Cambridge coming up with it. Taylor back to the point. Copeland missing the pass, and Hache back in his own zone behind his own net for the Hawks. Pass through the neutral zone to Bannerman, into Guild, crossing the blue line. Hammerl down, throws the puck around the boards, out the wall, far side. Hache backhanding it into the neutral zone. Bannerman trying to pick it up there for the Hawks. Dutchies breaking the other way, intercepted once again by the Hawks. Bannerman moving over the right side of the line. Guild now with it, skates through the neutral zone. The pass to John Devo, one of the wingers offside on the play. Devo moving down through the slot at the top of the blue line, but his 2 wingers unable to stay onside. Face off by the Cambridge blue line. Matt Papineau in neutral ice loses it off his skate. Pierce the other way. Locke moving in off the blue line. Grattan across to Bottagani. Shoots it off the shin of Papineau. Snyder giving chase in behind the Kitchener net.
Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air.
13:19 to go. 3rd period of play. Kelly Grant tying the game. with the open shot in the slot at 5:17. Brett Clampett and Clayton Greer drawing assists. Bursey over the far side of the line. Pierce trying to cut him off. Bursey falling down in the corner, catches a high stick in the face, and that may lead to a Cambridge penalty. No, just a whistle on the play. Face off from the right circle, excuse me. Clampett against Lamontague. Lamontague winning the draw, dropping it for Hache. Hache up the far side boards as Lamontague gives chase at the top of the Kitchener line before the puck lands out a play at the far boards. Play through the neutral zone. Calder swatting it to the right wing. And the Kitchener forward throwing the puck in. Puck now back in the neutral zone inside the Kitchener line as Kitchener had to turn around. Pagnon throwing it back in, picked up now by Devo past the end line. Bernard stood up on the boards near side. Lamontague shoots it back in. Picked up by Alvestad. Haven't called his name much in this game. As it's turned over, Bannerman moving down the near side. Perhaps that's why. Alvestad possibly to go to a -1 after Bannerman went in on the backhand near side, but missing the shot high up over the net. Klee back behind the Kitchener net. Hammerl now far side boards through the neutral zone. Taylor tries to pick it off. Picked up by Delorier. Passing back to the Kitchener line. Intercepted through the neutral zone by Bodagani. Greer takes a whack at it. Delorier in the clear down the near side. Cut off by the defender, Locke, who sends him flying into the boards down on the near side. Bannerman over the line, drop for Klee, top. Mark Williams mishandling the puck. The shot by Todd Bannerman squeaks through him. Bannerman with the shot from the far side of the left circle, standing beside the boards. Somehow gets through Mark Williams, and the Cambridge Winterhawks back on top. Grattan losing the draw, Kitchener right back through the neutral zone. Bursey tries to pick it up, backhanded in by Pierce. Grattan over the line, same spot that Bannerman was at, and a quick backhand by Snyder. Mark Williams had to come up big with the left glove hand. "11 minutes to go now, third period of play. The Winterhawks out in front. Mitch Clee getting credit for the goal.
Number 92, Chris Taylor. That's number 10, Clee. 92, Taylor. Time of goal 8:45.
Well, I thought it was Todd Bannerman, but perhaps on that shot off the far boards, he had his back turned to me. The Cambridge forward, Klee, with his back to the boards, but good enough to squeak it by Mark Williams and put the Winterhawks back out in front. Game 7, GOJHL Midwestern Conference semifinal brought to you by Arc Pro HD. INC, visit our website for a full list of video services. The centering pass by Lawrence Pagnon, picked off by Calder. Calder trying to move the Dutchmen back into a tie as we're 18 seconds from the midway point of this third period. Alvestad down the boards through the neutral zone, far side up to Clampett, giving chase in behind the net as Grant turned over. Lamontagne with a hard slapper off the boards on the far side through the neutral zone. And the puck going for icing. Under 10 to go now. Kitchener managed to tie the game on the open shot behind the Cambridge forwards by Captain Kelly Grant. But Cambridge right back to the lead a couple of minutes later from the shot from the left circle. Mark Williams should have handled it, but it trickled through his pads down through the center of the net, and the Winterhawks back on top as we head inside 10 minutes. Clee backhanding it off the boards, Bannerman giving chase near side, picked up by Greer past the end line, moves out the side of his net, the pass down the right wing, Clampett moving around a fallen defender, his shot, the rebound, picked up by Clee. The shot by Clampett, Michalski standing up and it hitting his upper body. Michalski with an impressive save. Here come the Dutchmen, the centering pass taken away by the Winterhawks. Pass in, Kobayashi backdoor. And the big save at the post by Michalski. Hammerl with that chance at the side of the net. Far side giving chase now through the neutral zone. Had a second chance, Cambridge right back the other way. From the left, down the boards by the end board, centering pass, taken away by the Dutchmen. And both these teams with a lot of speed going down inside the last 8 minutes. Several chances for both teams in the last 2 minutes. The flip shot taken away by Bernard, dumped back in the zone, handled by Williams, leaves it for the defender up the near side to Devo. Devo's pass to Guild, Bernard tries to pick him off. Down in the Cambridge zone now, the quick shot by Moser going high off the end board and out the other side. Greer through the neutral zone, nearly losing it to Bannerman. Bernard there. Clee down the left side, the short pass to Bannerman. The give and go to Clee, taken away by Kitchener. Hache dumping it back in. Greer back for the Dutchman, throws it across ice. Moser missing the pass. The puck passing the Cambridge end line for icing. So Christian Bernard getting the first goal for the Winterhawks. No score in the second. At the second intermission, it was 1-0 Cambridge. Kelly Grant tying the score at 5:17, getting in behind the Kitchener forwards, getting an open shot in front of the Cambridge defense. Here's a shot by Pierce, deflecting off the stick of Greer, up and out of play in behind the Kitchener net. And then Mitch Clee with 11:15 to go in the third put the Winterhawks back out in front on the mishandled shot by Mark Williams. And that's where we stand with 6:38 to go. Keegan Calder crossing the right side of the blue line, in behind the net and all the way out the near side. Grattan falling at the neutral zone. Young at his own line through center, still with the puck, skating it over the line and dumping a backhand into the corner. Hache picking it up down the boards far side. Pagnon tries to pick it off. Hache with the puck once again. Backhands it. Grattan bats at it up by the red line before it's picked off by Greer. Shoved by Pagnon, and it almost results in a Cambridge turnover. Thought I heard a whistle. Lamontagne fans on the play. I thought I heard a whistle in the neutral zone there, but Cambridge broke back the other way. Here comes Bernard one-on-one, but he can't get in behind Devo. Devo back to cut him off at the last minute. 5:33 to go now. Delorier skating down the near side, hit on the near boards by Lamontagne, turned over. The snapshot by Taylor, handled below the arm on the glove side by Mark Williams. Out of the draw in favor of Bannerman. Bannerman taking the draw, winning it to the right side of the point. Bottagani slaps it off Guild. The puck ends up in the near corner. Bannerman centering pass to Klee. Klee mishandles the pass, goes into the far board, looking for the puck, and gets slammed into the wall, far side. Pierce neutral zone by the Kitchener blue line, wins the draw back to the defender. The weak shot in by Hache, covered up by Williams.
Tonight's attendance is 1,403.
Pierce the draw from the left circle, wins it to the corner. Grattan puts it down deep on the boards by the end line, far side. Devo pinning his man Pierce up against the boards. Delorier in there, comes away with it. Delorier down the side, taken away top of the blue line by Snyder. And the puck going out of play on the far side. 4:42 to go, inside 5 minutes. The Dutchmen will try to get this game to overtime as they trail 2-1. Cambridge with the go-ahead goal on the goal by Mitch Klee. Should the Dutchmen lose, Mark Williams will be thinking about that one in between his pads all off-season. Devo up the far side boards, cross ice pass. Bursey giving chase now. Cut off by Kyle Locke at the near end board, now digging for the puck. He gets out of there in favor of 2 more Cambridge players looking to dig the puck out of the corner. Papineau, the shot. Matt Papineau's shot kicked aside by Michalski. He gives chase into the far corner. It ends up out past the blue line. The puck moving all the way back into the Kitchener zone for an icing on the play. Game 7 brought to you by ArcPro HD INC. Visit our website for a full list of video services. Clampett, the turnaround, taken away by Lamontagne, who bounces the puck down into Kitchener territory down the far side. Right back to the attack are the Dutchmen. Grant chipping it in through the neutral zone. Smith back at his own line to pick it up for the Dutchies. The pass across to Greer through the neutral zone. Clampett missing the pass. It goes all the way around the boards and out the other side. Bodagani inside the line, bounces the puck off the far wall. Greer back to pick it up for the Dutchmen. Greer, the pass off the far wall. Missing the pass as Clampett, he goes off on a line change. Greer down deep into the corner looking for Delorier. Kobayashi picks it up out the other side. Hache behind the net. Moving out front by his own right face-off circle. Taken away by Young, flipped in. The Dutchman open for a brief second in front of the Cambridge goal. The bouncing puck, Young doing a nice job of taking it away from Cody Grattan at the last second. Down inside 2 minutes now. Kobayashi through the neutral zone. Hammerall over the right side, turning around. The pass off the boards. Kobayashi trying to chip it back to the point. Greer turning around by his own blue line. 1:33 to go. Williams may be out of his net soon for the Dutchman, but there's a shot in by Brennan Pierce. Williams making the glove save. So the crucial seconds ticking away for the Dutchman. Mark Williams will hope that the Dutchman can win the draw and leave the zone here, so he'll have an opportunity to get out of the net in favor of a sixth attacker. Side of the net, Bannerman a shot far side. The rebound going into the near corner. Bannerman almost putting it away there. Play over the line, Grant the shot, hitting the side of Guido, and the puck tied up in behind the Cambridge net. 1:04 to go. The Winterhawks clinging to a 2-1 lead. Kitchener taking a timeout. Mark Williams likely to leave the ice here for the Dutchman. So as there'll be a draw in the Cambridge zone, it looks like the Dutchman will have 6 attackers. Take the draw for the Dutchman. Bachalski cutting the angle at the near post in case there's a quick shot. Dutchman winning the draw, tying it up in the skate. Delorier with it down on the half wall now, digging it out in behind the net. The centering pass, side of the net, far post. Clampett digging. Bachalski somehow able to cover up at the side of his net. 46 seconds to go. The Winterhawks desperate to clear the zone and get an empty netter. The Dutchmen even more desperate to score the possible tying goal. Top of the point, down in the corner by the end line. Flipped out, right side, Hache backhands it out. Smith in chase, and it's just wide. 2.5 inches off the far post. Hache backhanding it out. but there'll be another face-off from the right circle with 32.9 to go. The Winterhawks on top, 2-1, game 7. Klee winning the draw to Hache, flips it high off the glass, and the puck going out of play at the Cambridge bench. Face-off from the same spot. The Dutchmen have 28 ticks of the clock to tie this one up and get it to overtime. Kitchener winning the draw, right side of the line, and they score! The shot off the right pad of Lucas Michalski, squirting out to the near side. And Matt Gild sticking it in the empty side of the net at the near post. And with 21.5 seconds to go, the Kitchener Dutchmen tie up game 7 at 2. Draw at the red line, down under 20 seconds now. Devo in the neutral zone. The shot high, up over Michalski. 10 seconds to go now. Looks like we're gonna go to OT. Clamp it inside his own line. He'll just sit and wait in behind his own net. So third period scoring. Kelly Grant tying the game for the Dutchmen at 5:17. Mitch Klee putting the Winterhawks back out in front off that bad goal through the pads of Mark Williams. The Winterhawks back out in front by 1. And as time wound down, Matt Gild ties the game up for the Dutchmen with 20 seconds to go in the game. Open at the near side from the shot off the right side of the point. At the third intermission, the Dutchmen and Winterhawks all tied up in game 7. It's the Cambridge Winterhawks 2 and the Kitchener Dutchmen 2.
Kitchener Dutchmen 9.
So we head to overtime. This is it. It's do or die for both of these teams now. Matt Gill tying the game for the Dutchmen with 21.5 seconds to go in the third. The shot off the right side of the blue line. Gill picking up the rebound, putting it inside the near post. He had about a third of the net empty. Gild making the most of his opportunity, tying the game up at 2. So the next goal wins this semi-final. The winner to face the Stratford Culletons with home ice advantage. This game brought to you by ArcPro HD INC as it's dumped into the Cambridge zone by John Devo. The clock not moving, nobody noticing. Guido shooting it in, and a glove save by the Dutchman. The timekeeper now counting the seconds down to what should be the correct time. 40-39, we'll see where we stop. Grattan with a face-off from the right circle, Kitchener zone. Kitchener winning the draw. Young throwing it around the near side. Hache from the neutral zone. A wrister off the upper body of Mark Williams. The whistle goes 39 seconds into the overtime. Visit www.arcprohd.com for a full list of our video services. Pierce winning the draw from the left. Snyder battling down in behind the end line. Kitchener clearing the zone. Hammerl up through the neutral zone, dumping it into the far corner. The shot deflected by Hache out the near side. Machalski may have had to get a piece of that one. Kyle Locke off the half wall, losing possession, and the shot by Delorier ending up in the glove of Machalski. Draw Cambridge end, left circle. Taylor winning the draw, placing it off to the corner. Taylor now looking for the puck once again. Throws it up the near side wall. Smith trying to keep it in. Bannerman giving chase into the Kitchener zone. Bannerman at the top of the crease, so Williams has to cover up to keep this game at 2 apiece. Next goal wins. Whoever scores next faces the Stratford Colleton. Shot by Guido. And they score! Mitch Clean on the far side, on the backhand, as the players file on. 1 minute, 24 seconds into the overtime. The shot off the left side of the blue line. In front of the net, off beyond the right circle. Mitch Cleave with the second goal, wide open at the far side. The Cambridge Winterhawks celebrate and go on to the final to face the Stratford Culletons. Check the GOJHL website for further upcoming series details. It's so loud in here right now, I cannot even raise my voice above the fans. So, recapping your scoring, Christian Bernard with the first Cambridge goal at 1:09 left in the first. On a defensive miscue by the Dutchmen. After 2 periods, it was the Winterhawks on top by 1 as the 2 teams line up to shake hands. It was Kelly Grant in the third, the Kitchener captain, tying the game, getting in behind the Cambridge forward line, finding an open shot in front of the defense and depositing an open shot to tie the game up at 1. Mitch Cleave moved the Winterhawks ahead on the bad angle goal from the far sideboard, squeaking it in the pads of Mark Williams. The Winterhawks at that point on top by 1. Then it was Matt Guild with 21.5 seconds to go with the open shot at the side of the net near post off the right point shot. Guild hitting the empty net to tie this game and send it to overtime. But at 1:24 of the overtime session, with his second goal on the game, Mitch Clee puts the Cambridge Winterhawks into the final against the Stratford Culletons with the game winner 1:24 in. The Cambridge Winterhawks win the series 4-3 on the 3-2 overtime win here tonight as the Winterhawks continue to celebrate. Please visit the GOJHL website for upcoming Cambridge-Stratford series final information. The Winterhawks and Culletons will play for the Cherry Cup. For Arc Pro HD Video Productions, I'm John Molson. Tonight's final score in overtime of Game 7, it was the Cambridge Winterhawks defeating the Dutchmen by a score of 3-2. This is John Molson signing off as the Winterhawks raise their sticks in salute to the fans. Good night from Galt Arena in Cambridge.